Guess where I'm going with my best friends ever. That's how you know it's serious.
I just said, yes, man, right away, anything.
Back in October of 2019, George, Jesse, and I got to go visit the Derelict Airship Distillery to check out Violet Crown's spirits. And there's George checking out their very interesting still setup. And as you can see, it's got a column still on one side and an onion on the other for a pot still mode out of one single boiler. And I think it's a 55-gallon boiler. The pot still side on the right with the copper onion is going to be used to get all the delicious flavors out of the absinthe. And then the column still side with the 4 plates is going to be used to strip out flavors and get a more neutral product. And they've got it insulated all the way around the boiler and the column. You can see here on the front, those 2 blue knobs are actually to decide which side you're going to run. They have little baffles on the inside. And I think the head distiller, Matt Mancuso, may have actually built this entire thing himself. It's a very interesting setup. This still really economizes on space, but also finances. I may be wrong here, but I think what he's doing is he runs to a certain ABV to get all the flavor in pot still mode, and then in the middle of the run actually switches over to run reflux to get as much neutral spirit out of the remaining alcohol in the still as he can. The still hasn't been cleaned. They just ran it yesterday. Haven't had a chance to clean it, but here's what it looks like down in there. Now this is inside the onion, and of course that doesn't have a plate so that they can generate all those good flavors from the absinthe. So to give you some more details on their actual process of how they go about making the first ever absinthe in the state of Texas, here is Jessica. She's one of the co-owners of the Derelict Airship Distillery.
And, you know, if you're going to make an absinthe in this sort of traditional way, you would do a grape spirit. You take wine and run it through the still. And it turns out that in California, they have a lot of wine that doesn't go into bottles, and they sell it off to somebody who's going to run it through their stills. So we are buying a 55-gallon drum of a grape neutral spirit. That's actually one of the things that's distinct about our product is that it's a grape spirit, not a grain. So we take that and we put it into one of these steel tanks here with giant tea bags full of herbs, and it goes in here. After it's soaked with the herbs, it turns this deep dark jungle green, and this is gnarly stuff. So this stuff goes in the still, it leaves all the muck behind, comes off a clear liquid, and if we stopped there and bottled it at 110 proof, that would be our white absinthe. We would call it opal absinthe. And if we are going to make the green absinthe, we're going to do another round of herbs. So the first round is 60 pounds of herbs for every 55 gallons, right? It's a blend of 9 herbs and spices. That's what's in our opal absinthe. Once it comes off the still and we put it back in with another 20 pounds, it gets its green from the chlorophyll in that round of herbs and a few extra flavors and a little more oil. It needs to be bottled at 140 proof in order for that to remain a clear liquid in the bottle.
If you've never had absinthe, it's very licoricey, got that kind of anise flavor. It's pretty strong, so very often it's diluted. Now they have a special decanter that's, these kinds of things have been around since for a couple hundred years. You put ice or ice water in them and then let that drip into your absinthe very slowly, and you can see here it's luching or clouding up. That's the water mixing with the volatile oils and causing it to cloud. And that's actually something that you're looking for in a product like this. They also have several liqueurs that they do: jasmine, elderflower, a marigold bitter. Am I even in frame? No, Jesse's all in frame.
Oh, sorry, dude. I didn't realize you were recording.
No, don't worry about it. No,
Stick
it's
my
totally
head over
fine.
here.
It's totally fine. Jackass. Okay, so this one is the Marigold, Midnight Marigold Bitter.
What do you think of it?
Oh, man. And here I am tasting the diluted absinthe. It is so good. And it's really refreshing on a hot day, surprisingly. And this is the undiluted 140 proof. Watch my face. All right, so we're done with the tour here at Violet Crown Spirits, the Derelict Airship Distillery, with the lovely Jessica, who gave us lots of fantastic things to taste. He got in the way a little bit, you know. So if you enjoyed this video, do us all a favor and check out Violet Crown Spirits. I'll put the link down in the description. And if you're in Texas, stop by because they're fantastic. And she has tons and tons of information. Thank you so much. This was a fantastic
Thanks for
experience.
coming out. This was a lot of fun.
I don't think I overdrank on the samples. I'm positive I didn't. Thanks for watching. Talk at you later.